Welcome to the presentation that's all about getting the most fantastic prints possible from an Epson 2200 printer. I'm not only going to show you how to get really great color images, but I'm going to show you how to get black and white images as well. The best possible results on an Epson 2200. Now, this secret technology has been brought to you by Jeff Shiwi, an incredible photographer, as well as these photographs which we're looking at, which are from another incredible photographer, Martin Evening. Now, through the knowledge of both these gentlemen, we're bringing you this technology. Now, as you're quickly understanding, Mr. Brown knows nothing and steals his best ideas from the best photographers around the world. Now, let's get going. It all starts here with a color image. Let's go up to the File menu and down to Print with Preview. As you've seen in my earlier movies on this same CD, I showed you the conventional standard way of printing, where you select the printer space here, target the profile for that particular paper you're working on, as well as ink set. Now, in this new adventure, we're going to go to areas where we've never been before. In this particular case, the print space that we're going to choose is up here. The 2200 Photorealistic Matte. We're going to print to matte paper. Where did I get this profile? Why, Mr. Shiwi, Mr. Jeff Shiwi, has supplied me with these, and he will also supply them to you, for these profiles are on this CD. And in fact, how do you load these profiles so you can follow along with this movie? I will select this and then show you down here. Let's bring up this dialog here to show you the exact location that you can place these profiles. In my case, I'm placing them in my library, color sync folder, profiles, and here they are. The two profiles that Mr. Shiwi is going to give us to use. This is incredible. The 2200 Photorealistic Matte and the 2200 Photorealistic Somerset. These are just two profiles that work incredibly well on these two different types of paper, and only on these two different types of paper. Let's close this and move on. Back here to our print dialog within Photoshop. I have selected the 2200 Photorealistic Matte paper profile supplied by Mr. Shiwi. I'm now going to go up here to select Print. We're moving outside of Photoshop and into the print controls found within the Epson driver. I'm going to select the standard setting here. Then moving here under Copies and Pages and go down to Print Settings. Let's go through this. As before, in the standard printing method, I need to select the type of paper I'm working with. In this case, the enhanced matte paper, which this profile that Mr. Shiwi is supplying us has been linked to. Next, Advanced, and I'm going to set this to 1440 at high speed. Now here comes the new twist. Under the Color Management pop-up here, we no longer will be selecting No Color Management. In this particular project, we will be selecting Photorealistic. That's right. I'm going beyond the beyond. I'm doing something that's not normal. I'm selecting Photorealistic. Why am I selecting Photorealistic? Well, the experts tell me that it will linearize my colors. What's that mean? What that means is I'm going to get a black and white print which is perfectly neutral. And I'm also going to get gorgeous colors across my color prints. I will reduce the amount of banding or color shift within my images. Don't ask questions. It's incredible. I'm selecting Photorealistic. Now, let's review this. Under the print settings, I selected the paper. Under the color management, I selected Photorealistic. All I have to do now is say print. And the printed results, which you can compare side by side with the Russell Brown standard method, will be quite different. especially noticeable with the black and white prints. Compare the prints side by side, and I think you'll find that Mr. Shiwi's technique using the photorealistic process will give you a more neutral and balanced grayscale or black and white image. So there you have it, the technique of the century. And on this CD are supplied the two profiles you can experiment with yourself. Give them a try.